live on the West Coast. Mm-hmm.
Hello, y'all. It is Stout Sunday. I'm in Louisiana, and Jean-Pierre, the Beverage Ramble, he is in Georgia, and I'm the Stout Sunday host, and we are looking at Stout and Porter Sunday, where we only look at Stouts and Porters. All right. Now, I have a beer that I bet you've never seen a video review for, since there are no video reviews for it, but they're coming at you right now. I did a solo review right before I came on this. This is from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. This company was established way back in 2017. And this is Rally Cap Bruins Windy Peppercorn Golden Milk Stout with coffee and vanilla, 5.5% alcohol. It was about $2.99 for this pounder can, pint can. And they claim it's a stout, just like Dragon's Milk with their white stout. But when I'm thinking of stout, I'm not thinking of a hazy orange golden thing. I call this a blonde ale or golden ale, but whatever they want to call it, I don't run the businesses. I guess they could call it a red beer if they wanted, but it ain't red and it ain't. But okay, whatever. All right, you want to call it a golden ale, a stout? Go ahead. I'm not gonna start stunting. Now, the Beverage Ramble is going to prevent. Okay, yeah, he's going to prevent something that I've already tried.
Yes, I am drinking the Pontoon, if I'm pronouncing it correctly.
Yeah,
Pontoon. Here in Georgia, their Decadent Moose made with orange and oranges, volume 2. This is 8%, as Jay mentioned. He's reviewed this. I have another can I'm going to review. I bought this at Tower Liquor, Wine, and Beer here in Atlanta. I'm going to call Atlanta, Georgia. But anyway, this is what the beer looks like.
Hey, you see, that's a stout. That is a stout.
Right there. 8%. I bought this marked down. It was saw this for $3.99 for 4-pack cans. And I said, I got to get that. It was, they sometimes if they have a lot, they was like, okay, let's just mark it down. I checked the date. It was fresh. So I have this one. I also have the Undead by Clown Shoes, which is another Imperial. But anyway, this is the stout I'm drinking today. And we will be reviewing our stouts.
Great.
Smells good already.
Here's the link for the other people that want to join. Now, all right, let's look at this so-called Baton Rouge, Louisiana stout. It's orange and it has bubbles in different parts of it. It's got sediment. This is made with JD's coffee, Dominican coffee from a company called JD. And there's no head of foam. They did have head when I poured it, but it fizzed right away. And there's no lacing. All right, and there's no date on the can, guys. Put the damn date. That chaps my chapstick. Put the date, guys. Put the date, guys. Put the date, guys. Put the date, guys. Hey, guys, put the date. Put the date. How many times do I have to emphasize this? All right, anyway. I'm glad I'm the one that thought of harping on that. Actually, I did not think of that. It is a good point, though. I don't know why, all kidding aside, I don't know why it's so hard to put a date on a can or bottle, but I guess it's impossible. Okay. The aroma here is you see, I'm not finishing the sentence. And why am I not finishing the sentence? Have I gone crazy? No. Have I developed a mental illness? No. The aroma is incomplete. The sentence is incomplete because there's no aroma. Now, maybe, just maybe, I can smell a little coffee if I try my best and my hardest. But I don't really think I'm picking it up. Can you hear me, Jean? Oh yeah, you muted yourself. You must have got a phone call. Let's look at these comments before I talk about the taste of this thing. Okay, I just want to make sure y'all can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I like stouts all year long, but of course they do work better in the wintertime. I have to.
Absolutely.
Jeremy, there's Jeremy, who will probably be joining in a moment. Looks like life happens. Cheers, y'all. Well, I don't know if it's happened. It hasn't officially happened, and it hasn't technically happened. But Jeremy will probably join, and then Ethan will probably join. The beverage ramble is awesome. Yes, and there's Ronnie S, and he'll probably join in a few minutes. Ethan, did he block me? I don't see any comments from him. Why would he block you? What's up with all of these people blocking everybody? Is there some kind of, do I need to do a video about act? Make a video called how to be a man and how to act. All right, I think that's coming. You got to stop being
adult.
It's called Facebook. It's Facebook, not baby cry book. It's not you see, you joined Facebook and you thought it was on Facebook, and people say, well, I blocked him because he made a comment that I didn't agree with. I was like, oh, well, that's why I say it's called Facebook. It's Google Hangouts, not baby cry. It's YouTube, not baby cry. Y'all need to stop this baby crying. I'm telling you right now before you get a okay. So I don't know if he blocked, like people will say, I didn't block anybody, but they're like the technical problems. Like you might say, somebody might tell me, why are you ignoring all my comments for 8 years? No, man, I did not ignore your comment for 8 years. YouTube didn't bother showing me your comment for 8 years. I'm literally every day I my comments and it'll say unanswered comments from 2013. I'm like, yeah, I never saw this comment before. I couldn't usually remember comments people make. And then people will respond, LOL. That means laughing out loud, as we all know. And they'll say, oh, why'd you wait 8 years to answer my comment? I'm like, I waited about 8 minutes or less to answer your comment. 8 seconds. I saw it and I answered it. So anyway, I'm going to start ranting and raving, y'all. All right, anyway, Ethan said, I've never blocked anyone yet. All right, so see, it's a technical issue. But Ethan, they got a lot of people out there that do that. And I'm going to start a program where I buy all of them a pacifier and some baby milk. And then they could drink the milk and secure blanket and say, I'm going to get on social media because I'm tough. That's why I use an alias. Yeah, you're tough. Let's go back to this shambles here. John Neely says, you're welcome. I no problem. And we get busy. There's a lot of babies out there, Ron. It's a shame. Oh, they got Republican babies. They got Democrat babies. They got white babies, black babies, grown-up babies, middle-aged babies, young babies, old babies, libertarian babies, arch conservative babies. Okay, cheers all. Yep, cheers to you. Everybody is, yeah, John and Neely citing me. He's going to be at the lake. You better go to the lake to see him in real life. Jeremy,
come join us.
If you don't join, I'm going to start acting like a baby. I'm blocking everybody. I'm not playing because I don't play around. Yeah, Jean knows me. I do not joke around about anything. All right. Well, let's go with the taste. There's an initial rush of coffee, all right? It's starting to show a little bit of vanilla, and I mean a little bit, like on a scale of 1 to 100, 99% no vanilla and 1% vanilla. Now the coffee fades, so then you're looking at 2% coffee and 98% no coffee. The body's low, medium, and the finish is dry. On a sweetness scale, this thing would be 1 out of 5 sugar cubes. On a bitterness scale, it would be 1, if that. That's pushing it, out of 5 hop cones. When I drank it cold, when I first drank it cold this morning, which was like a few minutes ago, I said mainly it tastes like cold water, and it still tastes like cold water. Now, if you want to pay $2.99 for a so-called stout, you ever seen it? Does that look like a stout to you?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
A 5.5% alcohol, however you're supposed to say that word. People tease me like, alcohol, you must be from the South. I say, I'm sorry that you're a bigot, making fun of people's dialect, but that's all right. We got a lot of bigots in the world. The coffee's there, but it's just like weak, The coffee's weak, the beer is weak, the flavor is weak. If you want to drink cold water, but $2.99 a can, go ahead, be my guest, be our guest, be our guest. Now, enough rant and raving, and now we're going to Jean, who's gonna, I know, have a much tastier beer because I tried it already.
Yeah. Yes. Good evening, or good evening, good morning, wherever you are throughout the globe. I am drinking Decadent Moose with chocolate and oranges, Volume 2. This is from Baton Brewing Company. Again, pronunciation. This is a Pontoon. Okay, Pontoon. Okay, Brewing Company.
No. Pontoon.
Okay. Pontoon Brewing Company. This is my first time trying to have another can here. I'm going to do a review of it probably after we get done here. This is my first time trying it, and I've been sipping on this right now for about a couple of minutes while Jay has been doing his lecture on this brew that he has. And let me just say, guys, I mean, this is, and the reviews. I look at Beer Advocate. There's not been any reviews on it yet, but I've looked at Untapped, and everyone is very positive about this, and I'm very positive about this as well. I mean, immediately, not only you get the oranges flavor with the chocolate flavor, but also I'm getting a hint of raspberry and some strawberries in this too. When I poured this out, as you saw in my little glass, you can see the nice head that was on top of it. It's not much. My pretty much is gone. It's a little, but not much. Smells great. Smells delicious, and you get those flavors right away on the tongue. Nice. Well done. The raspberry flavor, the oranges, the chocolate, little hinge of coffee, but the rest of it is more, the other flavors are there. I said, I haven't seen much of their stuff lately. Like I said, this is my first time trying it, and hopefully I will get more, not the stout, but of others. But at 8%, this is a good sweet stout. Is in this, I would say, the same category as the Left Hand Milk Stout, but close to it to me in terms of that sweeter, more flavorful stouts. It's not an imperial, so we won't put that in that same category. You know my feelings about imperial. Yes, stouts should be consumed in the winter. In my personal opinion, I always feel that way more when it gets colder, but nothing wrong having one during this time of year right now. And just overall, the way the look of the stout, the flavor is just amazing. I just love this. So I'm gonna give my score later on. I think it's going to be very, very well received. Let's put it that way. So.
All right. So when you think of the name of the company, think of the word cartoon, but instead of a cartoon, you have a pontoon.
Pontoon.
Let's go watch some pontoons.
Yeah, sound like a restaurant.
I mean, let's go watch some cartoons. He's at a lake.
So yeah, I wouldn't dare swim in a lake. Well, he said it's in Bama. I said I would have a lake house, but I don't know if I want to swim in a lake.
Okay. Right.
The fresh, the water, and all that stuff. All that.
Now he's at Lake Martin. Oh yes, Lake Dean Martin. Lake Dean Martin. Yes, I'm very familiar with Lake Dean Martin. I believe that's what it is, Lake Dean Martin. And then right up the road is Lake Lewis. There's Lake Dean Martin, and right up the road is Lake Lewis. I believe it's Lake Jerry Lewis. All right.
Hello, ladies.
When the moon Hit your eye like a big pizza pie. That's amore. That's amore. All right. Anyway, Stout Sunday live from the lake would have been awesome. Yes, but he's got work to do. Dean Martin Lake Dean Martin. He don't have time for all of this stoutiness. The man's got to help his daddy.
When dad needs something, you help your dad. You help your mom. No questions asked.
Yeah. And then when you finish working on the lake, you can go watch a Dean Martin Western. Because he was in like 1,000 Westerns. All right.
Showdown. Now, him and Rock Hudson. It was okay. Not that great, but okay. Yeah.
Rock Hudson. You know, this is the 50th anniversary of Macmillan and Wife.
Yeah, I don't know why he said he hated that show. I just thought, to me, it was pretty decent. I mean, he was making a lot of money at that time, you know, but whatever.
When I was a kid, I would watch Macmillan and Wife.
You know, the mystery wheel with Columbo and McLeod and Bannock with George Peppard. Yeah.
You had Columbo. McLeod was Dennis Weaver, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
And then Macmillan and Wife. And all right. And now what people watch? Oh my goodness! All right. Anyway, but they got all these people getting ill with the Delta Burke variant, and I don't know.
Like that. If nobody catch that, then shame on you.
Man, back in 1990, I was trying to catch the Delta Burke variant. Yeah. Anyway,
she made it okay to like full-figured women. Hubba, hubba, hubba.
As time went on, as time went on, things enlarged. But anyway, look, let me tell y'all something. Now you get it. Let's get something straight. It's going to be 98 degrees today. Not exactly stout weather. That's no excuse. You're not supposed to drink what you want to drink. You're supposed to drink what you're compelled and required to drink. All right. Stout Sunday is not about having fun. Stout Sunday is not about enjoying yourself. Stout Sunday is about a rigidly controlled drinking ritual with no deviation. That being said, let's go back to this thing. Oh. Hey, look. If it's got vanilla in it, I'm surprised because I don't taste any vanilla, but I taste some kind of unpleasant sour breadiness and some faint coffee. Look at this head, how it's fizzing away. Isn't that sad? But it clouded up, though. I can't lie to it. I can't lie. It clouded up with the sediment. Maybe they should have put a thing like the Budweiser Clamato and said, please flip the can 3 times before you pour it.
Shake well before serving.
Yeah. Well, maybe not shake it, but flip it. And don't look for and it could also say don't look for a date because it ain't on here. All right. So it did cloud out. Now it looks like some old dirty water from the Mississippi River. But the Mississippi River water is more brown. Let's see. Any comments? I got to put the score, though, all kidding aside. Uh-oh. Well, back in December, I felt a little bit sick, but I didn't really feel too bad, except for one day I felt kind of bad, and I went to sleep at 6 a.m. The next morning, I felt good. I felt good the rest of the time, and then, but I was coughing, like like something in my lungs. It was like some little crab got in my lungs, and it was making me cough. And I had a little bit of sniffles in my nose, but not too bad. But then on Christmas Day, but really 2 days before Christmas, on the 23rd, I started noticing that none of the whiskeys I was taste challenging had any smell. I said, this whiskey don't smell like anything. This one, but you know what? On Christmas Day, I smelled an Imperial Stout, had no aroma. I got nervous. And then all the food had no flavor. I had no food with any flavor and no drinks with any flavor. And that went on until January 2nd. And every day I would get the Vapor Rub. Jean-Pierre, you probably know what the Vapor Rub is, right?
Yes, I know. Mm-hmm.
You put on your
chest and kind of helps you.
Yeah.
You want to do it after you get out the shower, dry off, rub it on you, and then you go to take a pill and go to bed.
Yeah, I was taking a deep inhalation. I was taking that Vapor Rub, and I was like, I couldn't smell anything. I said, man, if I can't smell Vapor Rub, that's weird. So every day I would take a big sniff, no smell. But I never lost my appetite. I was still hungry. I just couldn't taste the food. So then on January 2nd, I took a big whiff, and I could kind of detect it. I was like, oh, good. It's kind of hard to do beer reviews when you can't smell or taste anything. So then it slowly came back, and everything was all right. But I'm curious to see if my daughter's going to lose her taste or smell. But if you lose your taste or smell and not your taste or smell, what am I talking about? Your sense of smell and taste, that ain't no big deal. It's better than losing your life. All right. Yes. This is not a drill. You're right. This is not a drill. This is serious beer business. This is about drinking beer and tasting it. Stout Sunday isn't about having fun, Ryan. That one got me. Why, why would anybody ever think that drinking and tasting beer is about fun? It's a science, it's a religion, it's an obsession, it's a sickness. And if you think anything else, you are obviously a communist or a Nazi. All right, or both. Posers and wimps leave the building, laughing out loud. Yes. It's a very serious show. It's so serious.
Look at my face, how serious it is.
Right. Do we look like we're laughing? Do we seem to be having fun? Where's Michael Komarov? Well, he's got a hurricane coming, but that ain't no excuse. You know why? Because I did a video during a hurricane. I did a video review of Boxer Lager during a hurricane. That's the
you probably wish I should have been in the hurricane instead of drinking Boxer.
Yeah, the hurricane was bad, but Boxer was worse. And that hurricane flooded like half this town. Like, I'm serious, like half the houses in this town were flooded. It was no joke. Well, see, the hurricane wind wasn't too bad, but the hurricane got stuck over my town, and the wind just kept going around and around for 24 hours. It never moved, and I thought, this is bad. And the water was getting high around my house, and this area never floods. So I said, oh boy, all these people got water in their houses, and it was a big mess. But even as bad as that was, the Boxer was worse. And I dumped out 2 cans of it, and it was off. I bought a 6-pack, and the last 2 cans, I said, "You going down the drain?"
Yeah.
I could never get it cold enough because we didn't have electricity for like a week, and the ice chest could never get it cold.
Yeah, Boxer. I think the only place I could get Boxer was back home when I went to Jersey. I remember one store had it, and I wanted to get it just to review it, but I was like, "Nah, I'm good. Let me just get something else." So.
You're right, Ronnie. I didn't get the Delta Burke. I probably got the Frank Kappa, and because the Delta Burke kills everyone. You're right. Everybody that gets it's going to die because you're all going to die. Y'all didn't hear the message. You are all going to die. There is no hope, and I don't know why you think there is. So you may as well cancel all your events and all your fun in your life, and you should just give up. And I think that's the best approach to take. Just give up. Let's see. Dean Martin Westerns. And definitely give up all your freedom. You don't want freedom. We don't have time for this little nicky-knack freedom stuff. Bandolero with Jimmy Stewart, Rio Bravo, and the Sons of Kate Elder with John Wayne. My daddy loves Westerns. He could tell you all. He'll tell you every actor in a Western, when they were born, when they died, what kind of like moral problem they had.
Yeah, the genre is not gonna go. But then again, I think Unforgiven kind of made it. Sort of kind of putting death nail to Westerns, but now there's a couple more Westerns are coming out. What
you say gave the death nail to Westerns?
I was saying there were a couple of, I think Unforgiven was one of those movies. I think he was, I don't know, with one with Clint Eastwood. I don't know if that was, I think he was like singling the end of the Western genre, but there have been more Westerns that have come out since Unforgiven. Many thought that the Western was done,
That won Best Picture, right?
It won Best Picture, and Clint, was at his peak as a director right there, and he did more good movies afterwards as well. Absolute Power was good, and and a couple other films he did too, that he directed. So, but yeah, I mean, I like westerns. I like Silverado. I like Tombstone. I like Doc Holliday.
What about Josie? What about the outlaw Josie Wales?
Those are good too. The Magnificent Seven, of course. High Plains Drifter.
I don't really watch movies. I can't comment on any westerns because I don't watch movies of any sort. I just don't watch movies. So people always ask me, "What'd you think about The Sandlot?" I said, "I never seen that movie." What? What do you think about Big League? And I said, I never seen that movie.
Or Bull Durham or Field of Dreams, yeah.
I never watched any of those. My father watches every movie ever made,
Yeah. So whenever there's a movie on that's something that's without commercials, I got Netflix, but I got Tubi too. That's free, and like, damn, it was getting good. Here comes a commercial. Shoot.
Well, here's my score for Wendy Peppercorn: a 71 out of 100. It's a C-. It's like marginally average. It's approaching bad. I paid $2.99 for this can, and it was about $2.90 too much. It's your money. If you want to buy it, go ahead, but I wouldn't buy it.
Yeah. Yeah, spaghetti westerns. That's right. Jeremy says, "Yep, the spaghetti westerns," and still, yeah. So, so yeah, my score for this one. I'm going to give it the cartoon Pontoon. There, I got to remember that Pontoon Brewing's Decadent Moose. I'm going to give it an A on this one for me. I think this is all the flavors you can want in a stout. The ABV is perfect at 8. With mixing all those flavors that are in there, as I mentioned, is like eating, a chocolate mousse. Is a chocolate mousse right here in a bottle, in a can, and you have to pour it to a glass. So this is a really good stout. I should have had this for breakfast this morning. I got up early, went walking, came back, made some scrambled eggs and some toast, a little butter. I put some ham and onions, a little tomato inside those scrambled eggs. So drank it with some black coffee. Maybe I should have had this stout with it to kind of start my day very vigorated and happy. But didn't want to do that.
He's happy, just like that song on the radio. Happy.
Yes. So A for this one. Like I said, I got this stout, another can of it. I got 3. Actually, I got one in the refrigerator. I'll do a review, and I got 2 more I'm saving for later in the year once the weather gets colder.
What's the score again? 90 what?
Just a 90 score. 90.
All right. Who made that song Happy? That was Niles.
Happy. The one recently, I think Pharrell Williams.
Oh yeah.
For that cartoon, whatever that cartoon movie that was out. Happy, cause I'm happy and all that.
Don't say too much because we're gonna get striked.
He's singing my song. Get my lawyer.
We don't need that. Let's go back to comments. Kermit is my favorite green animal. Shrek not even in the top 5 list.
It's not easy being green. It's not easy being green.
Guinness on draft? Yes, I can, but not easily, but yes. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Classic. Okay. Sean is a happy guy.
Since I've made this move, yes, I've been very happy. Things have been, yes, the walls, right.
I don't know why. I do not know why people would not love to live in luxurious Mobile, but anyway. Think of all the things there are to do in Mobile. You can go to Greer's. You can
go to the beach. There's a lake. There's a creek I can go hang out at. If I get a friend of mine I know, and we could get on this boat and we can hang out by the creek. We could drink beer. Hopefully the weather's nice down there. I don't know if there's any torrential storms coming through the Mobile, the Gulf Coast region, but I can hang out with them, drive down to the beach, go to the park, got my cooler, sit at the park underneath the shade, drink my natural light ice or Bud Ice and relax.
But now you're in Georgia.
Yes.
Named after King George.
Yes.
All right.
King George. I'm going to a brewery today. So I'm going to go.
I don't want to hold you up now.
No. This time, there's plenty of time. It's later on. They're probably ain't open right now. It's probably around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. I'll probably go.
Ronnie says Georgia is better than Alabama, but then Florida is better than Georgia. And then
I got my opinion. I got my opinion about that governor in Florida. But moving on.
Hey, you like him as much as I do. Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. All right, now glad to hear that.
So, what you got coming up?
He'll be President DeSantis soon, I suppose. Let's see. Coming up, we got Multi Monday tomorrow night at 8 Eastern, but I forgot to buy the beer. I was down there in New Orleans Metairie yesterday, and then I said, "Oh, I forgot to buy the Aventinus." Well, if I can find a Riesenbach here, I'll join, but I don't have a good feeling about it. We've got coming up on Wednesday, we've got Joker's Wild Wednesday. So get ready for Joker's Wild Wednesday for Wednesday night at 7:20. Then Friday, we got Fandango Friday liqueurs. I got a party bucket. Next Sunday, we got Stout Sunday hosted by John and Neely. Stout Sunday hosted by John and Neely, except, well, maybe hosted by me, but anyway, hosted by somebody. Then, and then it just keeps going on and on, in an endless. It's like a hamster in a cage. Just goes on and 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 on. I'm glad we don't find that monotonous. No, Mark, there are a number of people who follow me from the United Kingdom of lockdown. Right. You may as well take advantage of it. And plus, you got warm weather. Not too many earthquakes or devastating hurricanes. You don't have that more. Yeah, we got quite a few from the United Kingdom. All right. Well, that brings us to the end of another fantastic Stout Sunday. And I got some more stouts. I went and bought another bottle of Coffee Shop. I've got Woot Stout. Woot Woot. Can I have a Woot Woot?
Right.
Stout from Stone. Thanks to David Garlapede for Woot Stout. Put your hands in the air and make way for the player. What have we learned here today?
That stouts are amazing to have on a Sunday. Or we can have bourbon on a Sunday morning. Hey.
Hey, look.
Yes.
A stout should be brown. A stout should not be orange. That's what we learned. Not absolute. A stout should be brown or black and not orange. We're going to practice that. We're going to.
Right.
Uh-oh.
Sean is a badass. Hey, thank you, Ronnie. Appreciate that. So let me do my promos coming up. I got a few other beers I'm going to be reviewing. I'll do a review of this one I just bought today for Stout Sunday. And I got a few others that I still have in my refrigerator I haven't reviewed. And I got 2 rehatches I will do. One is Kirin. The other one is Cara beer. I'll probably do those tomorrow, I guess, when I come home from work. But Kirin Ichiban and Cara beer, the Caribbean beer. But I did pick up something yesterday at this. I was on my way to the bank because, again, I'm trying to wait for my thing to come in the mail. So I had to go to the credit union and get some cash out to hold me over for the week. And on my way, I picked up something that I'm going to enjoy. I think I've done a review of this one, but I know I've done the organic stout, the one which I bought the Stout Sunday, and I reviewed that one too. And I think I also done another organic stout, but this heavier stout. But this one I'm looking forward to trying right here.
Oh, yeah. I almost bought some of that yesterday.
$3.99 for this size bottle at this liquor store.
Yeah. 5%. Almost.
This is 8%. This one, no. Actually,
that's the
7%. 7%.
Yeah. So I didn't buy. I'd like to get that again.
So yeah. So stay tuned. Whatever I pop on my channel, hopefully the last. I did the Boulder Rock Boulder, and I did the Candle Bliss Double IPA, which those are the last two videos I've put up on the channel. So got plenty of beers I'm going to be reviewing, and so stay tuned, everybody. The Beverage Ramble is cranking out content, so keep watching my channel.
I've watched a lot of it. You noticed that because I make comments all the time.
Yes. So looking forward.
You had a good stout today, and I had a flop. And talking about promos, tomorrow, PayPal and GoFundMe. I got people always telling me they want to send me beer, and I tell them, don't do it. It's a big expense and a big aggravation. But I never had anybody say they want to send me money. But I still don't understand people that make a video channel and begging people for money. I don't get that. But it's your channel. Why don't you just go get a job? All right. No, it's in Queens. He lives in Brooklyn, but the beach club's in Queens. Yeah, see what I mean? That's what oh yeah, don't forget to do that. That's like smack to a junkie. Okay, look. Tomorrow I did a taste challenge this morning. That was a joke. It was such a mismatch, it was embarrassing. Why is all my color going crazy all of a sudden? What is this? Who knows? The internet's all screwed up, man. It's probably the Taliban doing that. Anyway, and by the way, they got no technology, and they have. My father was like, they got all the. My friend Tom said they got all the helicopters and jet planes now. I said they don't know how to fly that stuff. He said, yeah, but China will probably train them how to do it. I said, exactly. See, you gotta know how to run it. Here's the Dewar's 12-year. It's $40, almost $40 a bottle. Not quite, but no. What am I saying? It's almost $50 a bottle. It's nearly $50 a bottle, but not quite, but close. And it's going up against this one is only like $14 a bottle, no joke. I got enough for one challenge left. Look, and that's the end. It's all over. Dewar's, what am I saying? Dewar's versus Cutty Sark. Good old Cutty Sark. So tomorrow afternoon, it'll be the last call for Cutty Sark. Oh, man. But then I got the, I'm going to try to buy the black label, the 100 proof, if I can buy it. But that's it. All things must end, and that's going to be the end of it. So you're going to win, Dewar's. I have a feeling you're going to win. But I'm not sure about that. Okay, let's see. Last comments. Then we done. Let's see. Jeremy says it is a bad look, but some people do it. Boy, don't they? Endlessly. Hit that. Oh yeah, they drive me crazy with that. I'm gonna make a new channel called Begging Beer Reviews, where I just do beer reviews, but mainly I just beg people to do certain tasks. Watch an old video.
Landlord Porter, you gave it 10 out of 10.
London Porter. Oh, that's a great beer. That's a great beer, but I can't find it.
It's one of those things, And Jay, not to end things on a bad note.
You're right. Ethan.
Yeah.
What now? Go.
Yeah. I was going to say, I'm sorry to interrupt. I was going to say, not to end things on a bad note yesterday, but I was at the store yesterday and I came and I was asking this guy some questions about beer and I want to keep things on a happy note, but, I think he was kind of surprised that I knew a lot of this stuff, and, and I purchased a stout, and I don't know. I just kind of, got this feeling that he just didn't want me there. I don't know. I just walked in and just looking around, seeing what they had. I bypassed all this stuff and I brought this up here and I asked questions, and he just seemed like he was wasn't disinterested or whatever. But, but I was just like, hey, when y'all do beer festivals, y'all do what's going on in this town, in this area of Marietta, what y'all do for, y'all have events, things like that, and that's where I purchased this at, and, it's just that, that people be so surprised that all this stuff and to be like, wow, I didn't know he knows that stuff. And like,
don't feel bad, because I run across that attitude all the time.
Just make me feel like okay. When you get that feeling, say, okay, I don't want to shop at the store. I'm like, hey, but whatever.
That's pretty much every store I shop at. Their attitude is like, just buy it. We don't care about your interest in beer. Okay.
Just get out of here. Buy. Just buy my profit margin. I want to support local breweries, local shops, and things like that. But
I like what Stein's does. Now, Stein's is like one of the world's most famous beer stores in the world. Literally, it's in New Orleans, and he's got a sign hanging up that says, "Be nice and leave."
No, Ronnie, I'm not upset. It's just that it's all good. So.
He's like openly hostile.
Yeah.
He's like, I think it's an act, but no, it's not really an act. It's really him. But I got to give that guy credit, because one time I sent him an email or something about an issue in New Orleans, and he called me on my phone and said, let's talk about this. So he talked to me for like 30 minutes. So he's like engaged. Now, if you go to his store, you'll probably get angry and never go back, but you will see one of the greatest collections of beers for sale in the history of your life. That is for sure. Stein's. And I'm not joking about that. But it might cost you $1,000 by the time you leave the store. Yeah, the clerk didn't have time to talk. Jeremy's right. The clerk did not have time to talk to you because they had too many things to look up on their phone, like you're doing right now. All right. So he was being rude like you. All right. Now, anyway, thanks for watching this hangout, everybody. It was fabulous. I mean, I just can't get over how wonderful it was. And what else was I going to say? Oh, so I won't be around starting at 1:00 Eastern due to White Sox at Tampa Bay Rays related issues.
That will be on TBS nationally, so watch that.
So we'll be watching the White Sox beat Tampa Bay and win the series, of course.
And Tampa's in a good race right now. I think they're up on where they're. I think Tampa's leading the AL East right now.
That's right, but they're scared. They're so scared because the Yankees are coming on strong, and the Tampa Bay Rays are so very scared.
Yeah, both wild card races in both leagues is going to be very interesting going down the stretch, because I think right now where the Braves are playing right now, and I mean they've been handling the Orioles pretty well, and we'll talk about baseball afterwards. So yeah.
Right. So the most important thing about that is that the White Sox win the World Series again. Okay, now because the Cubs ain't gonna do it.
Yeah. Those socks.
I love this comment. I see it all the time. People working and wanting to get back to playing Candy Crush. No time for a customer. You're going to eat those words because the Yankees are coming on strong.
Yeah.
They like speed race up. Oh, thank you, Daryl. Go Chiefs. Yeah. What have the Chiefs ever done besides win 2 Super Bowls?
Part of the history of the league.
2 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
And how many Super Bowls have Atlanta won? Let me think about that. Let's see.
Yeah. Been to what? 2 of them? Been to 2 and lost both. The first one they were going to lose. The first one they were going to lose easily against the Broncos in 1999. Super Bowl 33, and then oh boy, Atlanta fans still cannot get over how they let that thing slip away against New England.
Yeah, that was a mess. That was a total mess. And I kind of remember a little bit of that game, but my problem was before that game started, I drank an entire 24-ounce can of Four Loko Gold. So
Yeah, things would happen. Yeah.
I know there was a game. I do know there was a game, though. I do. Now, the next morning, I watched the replay, and I was like, look how sad this is.
Yeah.
Look how sad. The Washington Variants. That's a good name. They ought to call them the Washington Imperialists, though. The Washington Imperialists. All right. Thanks, everybody. And see y'all next Sunday. You know who's going to be hosting next Sunday? John and Neely.
All right. Fun Stout Sunday. Bye, world. Yeah.
All right. Have fun at the brewery.
I will.
All right. Bye-bye. Don't drink too much.
No.
Four Loko. Oh, yeah. Don't mess with Four Loko, folks.